Hello and welcome to the third game of the day of the third day of StarLadder for Season 5 Star Series, and we have got ourselves a game between Mouz and DD, and you know, a lot of people were wondering, where does DD stand for, etc. What does DD stand for? Apparently it stands for Davai-Dasvlidania. Davai-Dasvlidania. There you go, DD Dota, or DD. So we're gonna have one game for these teams to prove themselves and get points out of this encounter, because points is what it's all about. Points is what they want. The top 4 of the number of points go to Kiev Cyber Arena for the LAN finals. And well, Mouz, I believe they already have 3 points. DD have their first and second game today. We're gonna see them later tonight as well, up against 3D Max, I believe. Yeah. Good. And before that, well, we still have 3 games today. So we have got this one, Mouz taking on DD. After that we have 4FC taking on Absolute Legends. And after that we're gonna have the last game of the day, which is DD again taking on 3D Max. The game that was actually scheduled for yesterday, but was a wild carded, and the wild carded thing actually got placed after all the matches of today. Well, enough rambling about random stuff. Let's talk about the game, because Mouz, we have seen them liking Lifestealer quite a bit. They have got a second pick this game. We've got the Bedrider banned out, and they're thinking about the next ban. I mean, Nyx Assassin is still in the pool, just like Darkseer is and Magnus is, and they can decide which one they do not want to face. We do have a Wisp and a Cuddle being banned out by DD.
10 seconds remaining.
And they're actually taking their time. There's the Magnus ban out, so that's the one that they don't want to face. That will mean that they probably have to face a Nyx Assassin, because that's the one that is normally the one that gets banned out. But they will get something in return. They get the Darkseer in return if they really want to get that. Well, perhaps, if that's indeed what they want. Depends on DD, because they're taking their time. I mean, it's not just a instant Nyx Assassin pickup, so that means that they are not quite sure about what they want to do here. What do they want to do here?
10 seconds remaining.
Well, ooh, it's not a, it's a Darkseer still, but I was expecting something else instead of a Gyrocopter, but it's a Gyrocopter picked up by Mouz. We have seen Fada play Gyrocopter mid quite a bit, so we might see that again today. I mean, Gyrocopter can play so many different roles that we can't really assume anything just yet. And we will wait and see what they are going to pick up for the rest of their lineup to really decide about what they are going to do with their Gyrocopter, as is now in the hands of DD again. Nyx Assassin is, of course, you know, that was the one that apparently they did need to think about it for a bit, but not that long. Nyx Assassin was a pickup, and let's see what they're going to be picking up next. I mean, Nyx Assassin most likely going to be played as a support here, but perhaps, like we saw earlier today, he's going to be played as a solo mid. Who knows? Personally, one of my more favorable Nyx Assassins. I mean, no, mostly though, because it means that he's going to try to gank people and kill people and create activity when he's level 6, which is normally happening quite fast if he is indeed a solo mid hero, rather than being just a sad old support trying to get farm in the jungle and taking a very long time to get level 6. But we are going to see a Tinker. That means that we're going to probably see Shoxka play that. Now, we have seen Shoxka play Tinkers in aggressive tri lanes, by the way. So we might actually not see a Tinker mid. And Nyx Assassin would actually fit in that aggressive tri lane as well. I'd like to see that, but a Tinker solo mid is one that's of course being done quite a bit, because he just needs that farm up to get to his boot to travel. And Mouz, they waste no time in picking up their carry. They just pick up the anti-mage. It means that Black knows what he can play, knows what he will play, and knows that he can just go AFK and get a drink before playing anti-mage. As the Nature's Prophet got picked up by DD, so that's going to be the one for them. Also a hero that can fill multiple roles. He can go into the jungle, he can go into the solo mid lane, he can go into the solo off lane, he can go into the solo safe lane. So, you know, he can basically do anything with him. They ban out the Undying actually, so that's a tri-lane hero that they do not want to face. I mean, we've seen a lot of the times when Mouz have that anti-mage solo top on the Dire side, and then have a tri-lane on the bottom lane to to own the opposing team, and black will be able to be okay on his anti-mage because he's done that plenty of times before. So we might actually see that, but we will have to wait and see. We've got a Lycan being banned out by Mousesports and more pushing power being banned out. I mean, if you already have a Tinker and a Nature's Prophet, I mean, really, do you really want to have then also a Lycan? No, you don't. Because, of course, Tinker, if he gets his boosted travel, he can be considered in a Nature's Prophet kind of hero, as in jumping over the map, pushing lanes out. His TP might have a bit of a longer cooldown, but he will be able to be that same kind of annoying hero that you expect them to be. As Mousesports, they decide, you know what, we're going to get pushed plenty as it is, so we don't want to get pushed anymore. And we're going to also ban out that lone druid. Shadow Demon getting banned out by DD, a hero that is great to have against a Phantom Lancer, so who knows what we'll see as the pickup for DD, as that's going to be their next... they have first pick, so they could pick up that Phantom Lancer to be having a Phantom Lancer versus Anti-Mage game. And now I know that might not be the best game that you want to see. Wow, wait a second.
10 seconds remaining.
Cough, cough, cough. Okay, I lost the cat. That's awkward. I'm sure we'll find a good place to sit though. But I mean, I know that Anti-Mage versus Phantom Lancer might not be the best one that you want to see, but it's not that bad. Because we have had Anti-Mage Phantom Lancer games that were actually really enjoyable. Or perhaps we can have that again. It's a Rubik that gets banned out together with the Enchantress, so the jungle hero gonna be the one for DD. Of course, there's still plenty of jungle heroes in. So interesting to see that they ban out the Enchantress rather than anything else. Though Enchantress is of course the jungle hero that can be most aggressive early on. And that's something that they don't want, because they can only counter push and do something against it when Tinker is farmed up and Nature's Prophet has a bit more level. So early pushes is not something that they want. They do pick up the Enigma themselves, so that's going to be their jungle hero, probably leaving solo laning off lane for the Nature's Prophet, or solo laning off lane most likely. And then Tinker made a Nyx Assassin on the bottom lane together with someone else. Oh, there's the cat. So it's going to be Mousesports' turn to pick. Let's see what they have in store for us, since they are taking their time, actually. Well, I say they're taking their time, but they are actually the team that have not spent any of their bonus time yet. So
5 seconds remaining.
they still can take all the time that they want to have.
Reserve time.
I'm quite curious to see what the last pickup is going to be for DD, if they indeed want to go for that Phantom Lancer or something like that. Phantom Lancer and Nyx Assassin is actually a pretty decent combination to have. But I'm secretly, I'm not sure if I hope that that's the case. I mean, we've seen Mousesports Anti-Mage before. It's Black's recipe for success in a lot of cases. But I also like lineups that work against Anti-Mages without, I like without having the Phantom Lancer, etc. We're gonna see it. If they can push fast enough before the Anti-Mage is too big to deal with. Mousesports. Come on, Mousesports. I'm just checking the chat for a second, see if nobody disconnected. Well, that's a disconnect, but that's actually the admin, so that doesn't really matter. Come on. Come on, you know you want to pick up something. I mean, we can't really guess just that hard about what they're actually going to do, because all of their heroes, we've seen them have multiple lanes. Axe.
Radiant team pick.
I like Axe. I think. When he is not on the enemy team, if I'm playing. But I like Axe because he's a bit different. He's probably going to be going into the jungle with Kuroki. That does mean that Gyrocopter's probably going to be mid, Anti-Mage is probably going to be top, and Darkseid's probably going to be bottom with no aggressive trail and just having a support for Anti-Mage for the last pickup.
10 seconds remaining.
And that Axe pickup apparently threw DD a bit off their game. I mean, you have got almost 1.5 minutes to think about your pick because your opponent is taking that time. And they still don't know what exactly to pick. They are ticking into the last seconds of their bonus time very soon.
10 seconds remaining.
And there's a Luna. More pushing power going their way. So it will not be a Phantom Lancer. It will be a Luna and a Nyx Assassin on the bottom lane with Nature's Prophet on the top lane, Tinker on the mid lane, Enigma in the jungle, and Mousesports now their last pickup. It should be, well, it could be a carry as well if Gyrocopter is going to be played as a support, but personally I'm expecting a support and then Gyrocopter mid. Because we have also seen Axe mids, by the way. We've seen that before. And there's a lot of options. I have to say, like, all games today...
10 seconds remaining.
All games today have had a lot of heroes, have a lot of lineups that are very versatile, and there's been a lot of heroes that we don't normally see. We've had a Spirit Breaker, we've had Alchemist, we've had an Axe now as well. So it's quite an interesting day of Dota for this. Yeah, for the people wondering that did see my tweet this afternoon where I said that Kaba would be co-casting with me, well, for him, he's not able to find a computer or a microphone that is not occupied by Call of Duty people, so he is not able to co-cast with me today, but hopefully he'll join me on a different day. And I do realize that a co-caster is definitely complementary to my casts, but at the moment, no can do, because I thought I had one and then I didn't. It happens, people, it happens. Vengeful Spirit last pickup for Mouz Sports, as that's going to be indeed a support. So let's jump ourselves into the game, see who's playing what. And also, I do believe there's other English cast for this as well, as you couldn't find them on Twitch. There we go. So, Mouz Sports, gonna have Black playing the Anti-Mage, Kuroki indeed on the Axe, Pass will be playing the Darkseer, no surprise, Alex on the Vengeful Spirit, and Fada indeed in the mid lane on the Gyrocopter. So everything as expected for Mouz Sports. As we jump ourselves over to DD, where we see Link playing the Luna, it will be fucking mad, who is playing the Enigma, Shoxka in the Tinker indeed. We're gonna see Crit playing the Nyx Assassin, and it's gonna be Funzy who is gonna be playing the Nature's Prophet this game. Let's see where they are going to go. Well, we can see where they're going to go, but they're not going to be finding anything. But I'm just still quite curious to see how they're going to lane this, because it doesn't really look like anybody is specifically going mid. I mean, this is not an offlane Nature's Prophet, or at least, well, he's got himself Ring of Protection, might actually be offlane. Could be offlane, yeah. A ward being placed, and Shoxka indeed going back towards the middle lane where we expected him to be.
30 seconds to battle.
Link gonna stick around. Enigma should be going into the jungle. And Funzy is just gonna try to get some rune control here up already, and already picks up a clarity, or uses a clarity I should say. That's the one you want to see. There we go. And a pause. Minus 120-second bonus time. It's pun. Because previous, well, you know, in the lobby it was actually in the lobby they had some discussions about bonus time and some thingies. It means you'll pick heroes for them on the 20-second bonus time. Yeah, so there was some bonus time discussion. So that's why you see them having fun with that. But the pause came from Mouz Sports. Alex needing the pause apparently. There's the go again, and the on pause straight away from fucking mad actually. I should learn myself to say that actually properly. I don't think Funzy is gonna get lucky for the rune, but we'll see. Who cares? Nobody cares about a regen rune. Actually, Funzy would have cared, because he did use his clarity, but you know, doesn't want to risk his life for that. That could be a stun from the Vengeful Spirit incoming. It's just not worth it. So Link is going to be done on the bottom lane, supported indeed by Crit. It's going to be Enigma in the jungle, so it is indeed exactly as we expected it to be, with Shoxka taking on Fada in the middle lane. And I think Funzy, I mean, yeah, he's going to be on the solo top lane, but we're probably going to see him a bit in the jungle as well. As Kuroki and Alex are just trying to stop this Treant from getting the creeps. But not gonna be happening. Oh, there we go. He does miss one range creep though, but it's okay. He's gonna get that experience that way. The ward makes sure that Alex cannot stack, cannot pull. They will counter ward that if they have the time. They will stack this in the meantime though. On the bottom lane, it's gonna be Link who's gonna be safely farming. Pass. Gonna be able to Iron Shell and harass Link a bit. I mean, if he's gonna be able to force Link to last it under his tower, it's gonna be a bit annoying for him, but he will still farm. Plus, just wants to get a range of the experience, and he can't really tower skip this because will be crit with an impale perhaps, as the harassment just continues from both sides. Look, that's fun. With Pass actually getting an extra last hit in, but crit, he hasn't spec'd anything just yet. Does of course want to have his Impale, but should something go wrong, he wants to have his Spike Carapace, just in case. And Fada, he picked up a Wraithband first. Interestingly enough, able to harass a bit more. Shoxka, he's not a stranger to towards a Tinker mid, so we might, we will see him doing a fairly decent. I mean, both of these don't have really a solid escape mechanism. But that's also making both being fairly safe. Ooh, nice laser, helping Fada miss. In the meantime, Black is going to take a lot of harassment from Funzy. Funzy can of course harass range versus melee, but then again he has to be careful because Alex is right around the corner with that magic missile. Oh, Haste Rune's going to be picked up by Pass. Will allow him to get a bit more range. Might actually be able to do something bad to fucking Mad here. But he's going to have some help. Oh, there goes nothing because no Impale, because the Haste Rune would have saved him anyways. Like, if you ask me where the first blood's gonna be, it's gonna really depend on who is gonna be more ballsy first. Because I feel like the first one that makes a bit of a mistake will be the one to go down. I don't think we're actually gonna need to see a gank to see a kill, as more lasers going through. This could be turning into a kill at some point if Shoxka plays it right or if Fada plays it wrong, or vice versa. Top lane could be turning into a kill if Funzy is overextending a bit. If, of course, Alex comes in with a well-timed stun. And Pass should be careful because he's up against a dual lane, but then again we've seen him play that role on the Darkseer before as well, so it's not really that new to him at all. Actually, not really new to him at all, and he should be able to survive regardless. Lucent Beam still gonna hit, just harassment though. And we're gonna have 600 gold up on Shoxka, so he will be able to pick up a bottle if he wants to, and he indeed wants to, as Fada has got no bottle, and he almost has it though, but he just wants to get his last hit, one more last hit needed, and he gets it, and he gets the bottle, and the bottle is on the way. So Shoxka has his bottle just slightly before, even though the courier is sending it away right now again. That was actually fucking Mad using the courier instead. So he kind of stole the courier from the mid lane there, and that will mean actually that Fada gets his bottle first. But oh well. In the meantime, oh, Nature's Prophet, trouble, trying to get away. Magic Missile already used. And there goes the Wave of Terror, and this should be a kill. Self pops, and that is not a kill at all. Nice escape. Well-timed Self, and the stun was, well, it was nice, but it's not nice enough. And maybe with that aura at that time, he might have been able to do that, but he only had the stun and the Wave of Terror. At the time, Nature's Prophet TP again, getting the Illusion Rune. Not gonna go for anything more though. Fada just knows that when he is not gonna get that rune and backs off, as he just forces Shoxka to last it under his tower for a bit. 12 for 7 up on Shoxka. We do have Fada being on 14 for 4, so well, fairly even, I would say. If we compare the two long laners, or safe laners I should say, it's gonna be Link, who's on 26 for 15, while Black is going to be on 25 for 12, so very even. The only thing that we also can compare, which we haven't really talked about just yet, is Kuroki, who's in the jungle, who is actually 36 for 0. Of course, a lot of those are jungle creeps, but we can therefore compare him to fucking Mad. He's been roaming around a lot more than Kuroki has, so the last hits in the jungle definitely go the way of the axe. 27 for 0 up on the Enigma, and the long laners, I mean, we can basically check that most by levels, as Funzy is level 4, 8 last hits, but you know, every last hits for that as well. Compass actually level 3, and no last hits for him, so we can call DD slightly in favor there, but we'll see who is going to have a bigger impact on the game, as for now we can't really see that just yet. And at the same time, Funzy, he almost already gave first blood, so we can't really say anything about that just yet, as we do also have Alex coming in, maybe trying to do something, but he does get scouted out by those Treants. So for now, no first blood. Now I do think that even though both of these teams seem kind of happy with just having this laning phase going away right now, that the moment that kills start happening, they will continue to happen. The gank will continue to happen. Cooldown coming down, Shock's got trouble, and he is going to be able to stay alive. Courier also coming in. And Fada will actually be able to land a laser, and fucking Mad coming in too late to try and take that. Almost turned into first blood, but nope, can't do. And a cooldown on cooldown with that one. They just probably took a short excursion towards the fountain to get some more HP up. As Pass is just stacking this. This is a good way to, of course, help your team. If you don't think you can be on the lane, you can always stack Ancients. It's always useful. And you can take it down. Nice haste rune by fucking Matt helps him get into safety. And Fada not getting a rune for that. And he might actually be able to do something here. There goes the Malefice. Right clicks to go. Courier is just sitting around there like he doesn't care. Fada is gonna be safe though. Pass hanging around there as well is just too risky for fucking Matt to hang around. Sometimes it might be worth a trade a kill with that, but not when the first blood is still on the table. More Treyons, push continues, or push starts I should say. I mean this is quite dangerous to do. If you're gonna be a Nature's Prophet up against an anti-mage, the thing that you have to be careful about is to not feed too many Treyons to the anti-mage, because anti-mage, I mean, he thrives on farm, and if he gets to farm not only of the creeps but also of your Treyons, that's gonna be helping him out quite a lot. And look at that, this is just free gold that he's getting, and only now that they get microed away from the anti-mage. They did get a couple of last hits from that. We do also therefore we can't really count those last hits compared, we can't really compare the last hits of the anti-mage to Luna this way though, because the last hits of the Treyons just cost or give a lot less gold than that. So even though they seem quite even, it could actually be considered Luna to be the one in favor. She's 46 and she's actually 46 last hits that are normal last hits and not just Treyons ahead. So that's gonna be her having her drums complete as well as her tranquil boots, who allow her to stay in the lane a bit longer against that Darkseer. But Darkseer, he just thought, you know what, I can't do anything anyway, so Ancient stacking and going back to base to heal up, it's gonna be my game for now. But both, yeah, there we go, Smoke. Maybe he can do something with that as he's gonna rotate. He's gonna try to go for Fada. Fada, who has a cooldown again and is gonna get ganked soon, even though he doesn't know it just yet. They do have to be careful that their smoke is not gonna run out. Ooh, and they're gonna go for this. There comes a cooldown. It was actually Fada that tried to go on Shoxka instead, and that's gonna be a kill. Fada, no hope for him, and Tinker picks up the kill. Shoxka, he getting the first blood money. Something that he can definitely use. Booted Travels being a step closer. As that was the first real gank that we saw. Fucking Mad and Crit helping out, and that was a successful gank. I actually thought that if they would go into the jungle, they would also find Kuroki. Kuroki is doing fine, by the way. Level 8 for him now, as we do have Fucking Mad also almost at level 8, slightly behind, but we did know that he was slightly behind. He roamed around a bit more than the other one. Then the Axe. And wow, this is, compared to the other two games that we saw today, this is a pretty slow-paced game. This is the least amount of kills that we've seen so far today, and we've seen 2 games already. Oh, hello gank. Oh, pass. Impale hits. Here comes Fancy as well. TP'd in for that one. The Surge is still there though, but there comes the Lucent Beam and crit. With the Nyx Assassin will just pick him up. Another clean kill for DD, as they knew what they were up against. They actually placed a ward there to check that out. So nice gank. So I did say that when kills started to happen, there would be more kills around the map. That might be true, but I actually wasn't thinking that would be already. I was more thinking about when Nyx Assassin is level 6, when Vengeful Spirit would try to roam around and leave Black by himself to farm. Black, who's of course going for a Battle Fury. Gonna be able to lay down some pressure on this tier 1. But TP's come in and he has to link himself away. Malefice will still hit though. Black might be in trouble. The black hole could have been there, but that was a bit too risky, and Black could have actually baited out that black hole and then being able to blink out in time, but fucking Matt didn't know that, of course. Fada picked up 1 level of homing missile, that's good, and then flat cannon rest, and of course maxing out rocket barrage because it skills so well. But he's of course he died once. He's not having that much fun anymore. He's 40-4-11. As we check out Shoxka is 36 for 12, so he's slightly behind. But with that 1 kill that he got and the first blood money that he got, he should be slightly ahead. And we do see on the net worth that it's actually Tinker that is highest up on net worth. And or highest for his team. I was gonna say until Link just got his item, just got his Ring of Aquila done for him, and that's gonna be him. Still behind on the anti-mage though. It is Black who is gonna be with that Hand of Midas just pulling ahead. That's the biggest difference here. That Hand of Midas giving extra gold and experience too with Black, and that is should be enough to put him up ahead in this game. And that's a dangerous anti-mage in the making. A very dangerous anti-mage in the making. Now we've seen anti-mages before being super dangerous, and a lot of them have been in the hands of Black. Like the thing is, if you're up against an anti-mage, you have of course that window of opportunity before the anti-mage is big enough to take on your team 5-on-1. Well, not entirely, that's exaggerated, but still. the thing is, that you have that window of opportunity for your team. But if you're gonna let him free farm, and then he's also having a hand of Midas, your window is slowly closing, and it's closing faster actually than it would normally do. So we're gonna see how fast DD can do this, as they probably want to do it quite fast. They do have the boots to travel up on the Tinkers. That will definitely help out with making sure that Mouse Sports is not gonna get any towers. That they don't have any towers so far. They of course got this one almost, and it is in the deny range, so it probably will go down fairly soon. But it is probably the only tower that they will get for now, because that March of the Machines will help out. Ancient Stack will get farmed by DD. It was stacked by Pat, so thank you, Mouse Sports. But Link will have a go at it now. He does, of course, have those bouncing blades. And we'll be able to clean out that quick way fairly fast. Anti-Mage just picked up the tower gold, so he does get extra gold for that. Let's take a look at the gold graph. Sorry, this experience graph first. It's gonna be in favor of nobody actually. I would call it slightly in favor of Mouse Sports, as they do get ahead. That's because DD is grouping up and is just you know, doing stuff with 5 men right now, and still having Mouse Sports farm on different lanes. Gold graph is in favor of DD, even though they did lose a tower just now. They do have 2 towers down on their opposing team, so as they're gonna just continue pushing, cleaning out everything. I mean, this is this lineup that they have. They can do this. 5-man Dota, take out all the towers. After taking out all the towers, oh wait a second, Kuroki, I'm not sure if you should do this. He goes down. Eclipse being used, and on the sideline there goes Pass as well. Wow, I would call that miscommunication. Cooldown coming down just so Fada can escape that. Losing Beam still hits, and that's actually Spike Careful's helping out, and Peel. Oh, close, but no cigar. And in the meantime, the push continues. I mean, this is DD's lineup that they want to use this way. Push everywhere, and if they want to fight it, that's fine. But they know that they are fighting in a March of the Machines, know that they are fighting in an Eclipse. They just lost their axe. That was actually the one that was doing quite well in that jungle. They just lost their Darkseer, which was not doing that bad. And in the meantime, Anti-Mage did not get anything in return for that apart from just free farm, which is, to be fair, is quite nice to have. But this is gonna be the typical push versus Anti-Mage strat then in that case, if they're gonna indeed do this. So normally we'd see a team pushing down all the towers and then pushing down Roshan, if you can call that pushing, or taking down Roshan and then go for the tier 3s. And if they can do that before Anti-Mage is ready to fight, they should be having a decent game. Also, since Fada is not having that big of an impact just yet, because he just didn't have that good of an early game. It could be enough. We're gonna see it though, They smoke up, they want to defend this. Here comes the TP, and of course also from the Nature's Prophet, who's gonna just create some trails. There is a black hole up. They know that there's no Eclipse though. And Mouse Sports, can they actually go in on it? The tower goes down. Here comes Kuroki. He's looking for a Berserker Skull that goes down before it can do anything. Now Pass again on the run. Is there being Malefice? There are Malefice. No, 10 seconds for that. Cooldown coming down on 3 heroes. There goes another Lucent Beam. The slow is still there though. Mouse Pass is gonna be able to get himself out of that place. Rockets will still fly, but just harassment. Nothing else, or at least no kill. No kill yet. And we do have the TP coming back from the Tinker. They already took down the middle tier 1 and tier 2, and they're just gonna try to TP more. And this is gonna be the next, the last tier 2 still standing. At the same time, there's only 1 tower down on the side of DD themselves. An Anti-Mage Black, he just needs to farm. He needs to farm. He needs the gold. He doesn't have his Battle Fury just yet. 15 minutes into the game. As we have the net worth, he is not even higher on anymore than Luna. That's the tower gold doing the work. So Link is having 4k gold. He could actually pick up a BKB off the bat right now. Here comes Kuroki. There's the Berserker Skull, and that's gonna be Link in a lot of trouble. Hope he buys BKB before it goes down, but no, he doesn't. He goes down. Kuroki taking a lot of damage as well, though, getting swapped out, and that's gonna be him into safety. And that's gonna be 300 gold lost by Luna. No BKB for him. Tier 3 tower gonna take some damage. That's Funzy tries to do something. Fada standing in the March of the Machines might not be the smartest thing that he ever did. And the TP just cancelled by the Tinker, but then again he has got, of course, that rearm, so he can just TP again. There he goes, that's a real one. 2200 gold up on him. Could pick up a Blink Dagger if he wants to. Could pick up a 4-star. Regardless, whichever one he wants. So next up probably is warding the Roche Pit and going for Roshan. That's what we would be expected, but at the same time, that's also what Mouzsports can be expecting from them, so we might see them trying to defend that. There's the BKB still up on the Luna, so Link having that one, next time you'll be safe if he's in a situation like that. That was the first kill going the way of Mouzsports. It's 5-1. Oh, nice one too. And haste rune of black almost running out, but still doing the works. 2300 gold up on him. Almost has got that Battle Fury complete. If he still wants that, which I do think he wants. I mean, their hope is to just hold their tier 3s. I mean, taking down the tier 2s is a lot easier than taking down the tier 3s. I mean, you're fighting in a small space, you're fighting with no extra vision. Mouzsports can initiate on you like they just did. Even though they've tried that twice before and Kuroki died twice before, but it's not always gonna be that way, just like now. I mean, Link did die. And I see them waiting for the right opportunity though. They might actually not even try to take Roshan before they go in, depending on how they do. We do have Mr. Prophet Tanzina also picking up a Hand of Midas, and he is gonna go for 4 staff by the looks of it, as it's gonna be Nyx who's gonna have mana, but let's go over some more items actually. Just decided that. Blink Dagger indeed up on the Tinker, so that's Chokska having that one complete, as Enigma is having his mechanism and is gonna be building towards a pipe. So he's going to be having both of those for his team. And they need that pipe to basically withstand a bit of the iron shells of basically everything. Oh, and magic damage of Mouzsports, of course. Cooldown. I mean, they're gonna fight in small spaces, so they need to have that survivability. We do have Darkseer building towards a mechanism as well for his team. In the meantime, it's gonna be Kuroki that has his blink. We saw that earlier again as well, but didn't really point it out just that much. We have got BKB being built up by Fada as well. He's gonna just use his cooldown. It's only 50-second cooldown, so he's gonna just use it for farming. Battle Fury now completed up on black, so he's gonna be spiking on his gold per minute. We see his gold per minute being now 470, and we're gonna probably see it jumping up quite a bit as he's gonna try to farm the jungle as well. Talking about jungles, where is the hero that they're gonna chase? There we go, TP out from Kuroki, and already Alex already on the way out as well. So that's not gonna be turning into a kill. Shucks are coming in to defend this tower. I mean, this is something that you have to be taken into account. When there's an anti-mage on the board, you have that strategy that you want to just try to leave anti-mage alone. And, you know, take the game before he's big. Then you have to be prepared on continually pushing out your lanes, because anti-mage is going to push out your lanes, and if you're not careful, he's going to take down your towers. And you don't want to give your opponent any towers at this stage of the game, because your whole strategy revolves around having that early game advantage with the tower gold, etc. As they're gonna gank this, and they're gonna be able to do that. Blink away from Shokta, Rockets will fly. Here comes Anti-Mage though, black. Mana Void can still interrupt the TP. Shokta trying to run out. Here comes the TP. Kuroki jumping in. And there comes Link with this BKB on. Where's the Eclipse? He doesn't want to do it just yet. Shokta's still alive. There goes Kuroki. He goes down. Fada on the way out. Black already knowing that he couldn't stay here any long. Fada might still drop with the extra speed from the Luna. As in just being Luna will... Oh, Luna be... Wow. I actually thought he should have been able to get that. Yeah, I think he should have.
Radiant's middle
should have. Oh well. So yeah, Black knew that he had to go out. He has to get his gold per minute up. He has to farm. I know, this is the reason why we don't normally like anti-mage. And by the time that he's done with farming, either GD is gonna be losing the game, or they're gonna have already taken down such a big advantage with the enemy base that they will be able to still contest it. But Roshan is going to be the next one first. They have to still try and get a bit more grip on the game. They do, of course, have the Black Hole to shut down the anti-mage so that he can't blink away, so that helps out. They have got the Nyx Assassin with the Impale, definitely helps out as well, as they're going to have an Aegis soon as well. And Mouzsports, I don't think they can contest this. I don't think they should try to contest it. They should just try to buy time. Alex is going to scout it out, still with a Wave of Terror, but it's going to be too late to do anything about it. Still get some vision. And there's gonna be Luna picking up the Aegis. No real surprise there, as Fada is farming top lane. He still needs 200 gold to get his BKB ready, as the TP is going towards the bottom lane. Black is just gonna go back, thinking, you know what, this is my kind of game. Pushing, farming, going to the jungle, farming. Pushing, farming, going to the jungle, farming there. And that's just gonna be his routine until he has got all the gold that he needs to take the game over. As his gold per minute. I find it always nice to see anti-mages when, well, Okay, let's first put. I'm not a fan of the typical anti-mage kind of game, but I do like seeing the difference between when he gets his Battle Fury and then just spiking up that gold per minute. That's just, I don't know. This actually makes no sense that I find that enjoyable, but it's kind of funny. We might see Kuroki blinking in. He looks to be ready for it. He has got that iron shell up. Rockets will fly. Fortification already used. March to the machines. Do you really want to jump in there? I don't think so. Here comes the home missile up on Link, but he is just standing there, bashing on the tier 3, and they will back out. And now they're gonna actually have a shock scout up there, and that might actually be the cue for Mousesports to go in. Funzy and Co stick around. Pipe goes up actually, a bit premature perhaps, since there's no pipe now up on shock scout, but it doesn't matter. Cooldown coming down. Doesn't matter. Tier 3 tower will go down. Nature's Prophet picking up the gold, and now the bouncing blades do their job. Fada has to be careful. He cannot stand there anymore. Here comes the Homer missile. Nobody cares about that. Here comes Kuroki. There comes the Berserker Skull. Vacuum back in as well. Nice by Carapace, but the axe chop still. Black hole being casted. Fada in there. Vengeful Spirit in there, and both go down. Mana Void up. As Anti-Mage comes in, cleans out Funzy, and now has to run away very fast. But Black will be able to do that as the barracks will still go down. Buyback coming up from Kuroki. Buyback coming from the Nature's Prophet. Both will be able to be here again very shortly. Funzy actually already be here. Melee barracks still drop. There goes the Berserker Skull. Funzy might have a chance of going down again. There comes the Losing Beam. Link gonna try to help his teammate. Does he still have his tip? No, he doesn't. He actually goes down for that one. Or does he? Ooh. Ooh, whoa. That was so close. He is still sticking around. Black going down. Actually, big kill going the way of DD. Pass on the way out. Buyback from Black, though. And now they back off. Now they have to back off. Funzy, you want to back off. And now he indeed backs off. So that's gonna be a nice fight going the way of DD. I wasn't expecting Black to come back for that one. He blinked in, got sprouted, couldn't walk away, and got killed off. Link sticking around. It looked for a second as if he thought he was dead, but then wasn't, and it could still help out his team. And Mousesports not able to get a hit on him again. But DD, they're pulling ahead. I'm not saying this game is over by any stretch, because we have seen this type of game. We've seen this a zillion of times. With an anti-mage farming, he can turn almost any game around. We have the gold graph going the way of DD, though. They have got 1200 gold in their favor, with the experience graph going the way of them as well. They have got most skills, so no real surprise there. And it's probably gonna be DD that's gonna determine the pace. They're gonna recuperate and then go towards the next lane where they want to push. In the meantime, Mousesports will try to do what they can to distract their opponents from doing exactly that. BKB is up on the Fada, as we already saw that one. Black has indeed picked up a Yasha. Will be able to finish up his Manta style soon. Let's see if we can find some more items. Kuroki, we already saw him dying a couple of times, but doesn't have anything more. We still have Darkseer not having his mechanism complete yet. That's painful. They need that to fight. They need that to get their team game under control. To be able to survive the harassment that comes from DD with the March of Machines, with the Nature's Prophet Ultimate, with the Eclipses. They just need those teamfight items. And there you go. See what they can do. Cooldown still on cooldown. Here comes the TP back from Kuroki. Pipe is up. Tower already dropping very fast. Black thinking about jumping in, but the March of the Machines will stop him from doing that. Hope he's not gonna hit up on Shock Sky. He's gonna blink away from it though. Vacuum back in. It's only on one. Link and the illusions. Oh, whoa! Well, that was Vengeful Spirit going down. That went fast. Cooldown coming down. It's gonna be Link turning on his BKB, and it's Eclipse. Kuroki drops. And Black's trying to do what he can. He has to go way fast though. He goes down as well, and this could actually be GG with the only one being left alive is Fada. Why? It looked so messy. I mean, first Alex died and they still went in, but they lose their set of barracks. They gotta lose their range back as well. The black hole is still not even used. It was on cooldown. It's back again now, so the first one that jumps in is gonna be an unlucky fella. But they're gonna lose their tier 4s. I mean, who cares about picking off all the racks if you can take down the tier 4s, right? Home missile is gonna hit up on Link, but doesn't matter. Gets destroyed first. TP in from the Tinker, and this looks like there's one of the times when the pushing actually works in favor of them, and it's not going to be in time for the anti-mage to get his farm up. So it's a GG well played. Mousesports not getting their 3 points for the StarLadder Season 5 Star Series. DD getting their first 3 points. This is their first game. So they are even now with Mousesports. Mousesports has got this as a second game. They already got 3 points of a game they played yesterday. DD, now 3 points. They will have another game later tonight. They will have a game against 3D Max. We're gonna have 4FC versus Absolute Legends as the next game, which is hopefully a bit more interesting than this one. Not saying this game wasn't interesting, but I think you agree with me that these type of games, I mean, we know what kind of game it's gonna be, and we know what could happen, and it's not as exciting as it could be. Anyways, let's jump ourselves into the next game. Stick around. Oh yeah, oh wait. My name's Sheever. You can follow me on Twitter on SheeverGaming. You can follow me on YouTube on SheeverGaming. You can follow me on Facebook on SheeverGaming. You can follow me on Twitch on SheeverGaming. And also subscribe to me on Twitch on SheeverGaming. Oh my god, I'm original with names. Anyway, stick around. We're gonna have another game coming up right next for 4FC taking on Absolute Legends. Don't go anywhere.